Number 82, Torrey Smith. Torrey, most of these people are here. A lot of them belong to the Council of the Baltimore Ravens Roost. Originally was the old Colts Corral. They stayed together, and now in 1996 they became the Council of the Baltimore Ravens Roost, and they've been existing almost 50 years now, over 50 years. So they stuck around, even though Baltimore didn't have a football team, they stuck around and now they're cheering. So our first question for you, coming from Maryland, being cheered, growing up in Richmond, Virginia, the loudest University of Maryland Terp Stadium was, how about these fans when you walk on as a rookie into that stadium, how you feel?
I mean, it was amazing. You know, obviously I wanted to be a part of the Ravens organization based on, you know, the organization itself, Ozzie Newsome, Coach Harbaugh, and, you know, the leaders we have on the team like Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. But also, not only that, but be a part of the same fan base, you know, what they had in Maryland, and to see the Ravens fans. I mean, it's crazy. Our stadium each and every week, you know, you guys bring it every week, and, you know, I love going to away stadium just to see how loud they are, you know, see if I can hear Joe talking or not, and more often than not, you can hear it, but, I mean, at the Ravens stadium, it's crazy. I think it's the loudest stadium in the NFL.
How about Torrey in his rookie year already with 5 touchdowns? Torrey, coming in from college to the NFL and being local, how's it feel with your family and friends that you adapt, that you were able to stay local? Most people don't, they go on to other teams. How's it feel with all your family and friends and being so close?
I love having my family and friends close, but, you know, sometimes I wish it wasn't so close. You know, because it's so close, you know, they'll call me like, hey, I want to come to the game, and these tickets aren't free, so, you know, I tell them, you know, I got to pick and choose. I have a lot of brothers and sisters, so I even have to rotate when they come, but, I mean, having the ability to, you know, see them on every holiday, and, you know, just to be there to support me through, you know, kind of being out on my own for the first time, you know, it's a blessing to have my family close.
All right, Torrey, you come on your rookie year. Lee Evans goes down. They get rid of Derek Mason, Todd Heap. Anquan Bolden becomes the elder now that we call him. And then you have to step up on the plate. How does that make you feel that in your first year that you're wind up being the man, and in the Rams you just opened up and it looks like the sky's the limit for you? And you know, fans, I hear you all the time. You call into the radio show. Torrey is what? The fastest man in the NFL, right?
I mean, obviously, you know, coming into it, I didn't expect to play as big a role as I have. You know, I came in, you know, I was talking to Mason, you know, every other weekend. I was expecting to learn from him and Anquan, but I mean, I got to learn quick that the NFL is a business, and, you know, I had to grow up fast. And coming in straight from, you know, the lockout, during the lockout, I wasn't doing anything but playing video games and working out, you know, and doing yard sales. Dad can tell you that. You know, my girlfriend was moving, so, you know, I was helping her out, and, you know, I really didn't do too much of nothing. So to come straight from off the street, you know, just practicing Madden and Call of Duty all day to trying to learn a brand new playbook, it was tough. You know, a lot of growing pains, and, you know, I'm glad everything happened how it did, because, you know, I learned a lot already.
A little bit about the locker room and how you tell the kids how the Ravens are built, like when new guys coming in, how it's like a family, and it's like Ray Lewis comes in, he takes everybody and tries to mold them into playing like a Raven.
Oh yeah, it's definitely, you know, the family atmosphere. That's the first thing I realized when I came in. You know, like I said, we all came in off the street and they took us right in. It wasn't any hazing, it wasn't anything. You know, everyone was about their business, and, you know, that's winning. They're trying to get another Super Bowl back here to Baltimore. You know, and those guys just, you know, they took us in. I still remember, you know, our first day, you know, Ray Lewis, all those guys taking the time out, to try to explain what we need to do. They're like, you young guys are going to have to step up for us, and, we drafted you for a reason. We needed you here, so with those guys telling me that, I'm like, man, I got to be ready, and it motivates you to play like a Raven, and the way they practice and the way Coach Harbaugh, preaches it, it rubs off on you, because if you can't handle it, then you'll get weeded out.
Cool. All right, let's take a couple quick questions from the audience. There you go.
How do you feel about earthquakes?
Earthquakes.
I don't like earthquakes at all, man. I can explain that to you. I was out on our practice field, and it's grass, so I wasn't in the building, and I was standing out on the grass doing an interview, and I felt that it felt like something came from under me, so I was all confused, it was shaking, and I took off, man. I was gone. I ran towards the building, but the building, you could see it physically shaking, and the shutters are banging, and I just ran to the other end of the field. I was out of there. How did it feel to score? For me, like that game, it was so up and down for me. I caught a couple balls, dropped a couple balls, and caught a touchdown with my left toe on the out of bounds line early in the game. Had a fluke holding call. On the first play of the game, they had Ray touchdowns called back. So, that game for me was a roller coaster. So when I actually caught the ball, I wasn't excited. I wasn't anything. I was in my head like, man, thank you. We did it, especially bouncing back from, to play a few plays before. I was just excited we won the game. Yes. Obviously, Laquan Williams, we went to Maryland together. And, I'm with Ray Rice a lot. We stay about 2 minutes up the road from each other, so, I'm with him a lot.
He's here, and you're up there. You're 6'1". Cool. Hey, David. We can't hear you, Brian. So what did you do to get so fast?
What did I do to get so fast? It was God-given. I didn't do anything. I never ran track, or anything like that. And that's probably why my running form's a little weird, but, I've always been able to run. I love being in the NFL. It has a lot of different challenges and a lot of different responsibilities. Obviously from a fan's point of view, you only see us out there on game day, but, a lot of different things go into it during the week. You spend a lot of time watching film. Every day I'm in there, Monday through Friday, catching balls early in the morning. You got to get in the ice tub, which is freezing cold, and try to keep your body going. And, it's a lot of things you have to do. And obviously with that comes a lot of responsibility. You have a lot of different people looking up to you, so you can't make mistakes, off the field. And, really, football, it's a job. That's the biggest thing. I love it. I was just talking to Coach Friedgen the other day. I was like, man, he was like, how do you like it? I was like, it's better than being in college, because in college you had to focus. You had to give 100% to football and 100%, to the classroom. And I graduated, so now it's just football. So that other free time I don't have anything to do. There's only so much football you can do before you go crazy. So you got to mix it up. To me, I'll watch a little bit of Animal Planet, play my video games, and, relax when I'm not doing football things. But, it's just time consuming. I'm up from 6:30 till, come back to the house, at 6 in the evening, and that's basically all football stuff.